Hey Dan, I don't know if I did a good job explaining this the other day, but every single gun has some version of an optic, right? And the line of sight through that optic is straight. And then the optic is mounted on top of the barrel, whatever it's going to shoot. And this is always parabolic. And so you're essentially always going to have two zeros. So when we were shooting when I was shooting my rifle, I don't know if you noticed, but I had it kind of really high, too high at 100 yards, like several inches. And it was right here in this realm, and it started dropping. Well, I was curious what it was going to be like at 50 yards. And at 50 yards, I was actually spot on. So I was bullseye at 50 yards, high at 100, and then back down at about 200. And then everything after this was holdover zone. So we were wondering what your rifle was going to do, but it's going to follow this. So if you're high at 100, eventually you're going to come back down and you're going to have a short zero at like 25 or 50. Who knows what it is, right? So you'll have a short zero in the double digits. Now you have a zero here at like 125 or something, we said, whatever 2 inches high is at 100. So you have two zeros, and this is your elevation zone. And I guess in here is your sweet spot of where you can accept a deviation off of where you're aiming. So this is kind of like our zone that you just hold at shoulder and you're going to know. And then anything beyond here, you got to start to kind of compensate for the drop. So anyways, that's an important thing. And so hypothetically, you should be shooting low at 5 yards, 0 at, 25. You're a little high out here at 100, and then it drops back down. Then you have a holdover. But that straight line parabola thing is important. And it's the same thing with the pistol. When I'm shooting my handgun, I'm zeroed at 15 yards with that little optic. So anything shy of that, I'm going to be shooting an inch low. And then out past 15 yards, all my shots are high. And then I don't know what was happening the other day. Maybe it's off a little bit. But last time I had it sighted in, the 15-yard zero corresponded to a 100-yard zero back down. So that's why I could, dead aim at a bad guy close up, and at those far plates, I could also dead aim without having to compensate with that optic. So anyways, they're all the same. Just learn what it is for your gun. Peace, brother.